This is the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. John Solberg here, your host for the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. Happy to tell you that this show is brought to you by The Butcher Shop, purveyors of highly sought-after 100% Australian non-crossbred Wivara 9+ briskets, and as always, they are hand-picked out just for you. The Butcher Shop has been retailing the finest meats for more than 15 years. Every week, they ship out competition-quality meats to many of the biggest teams in the competition scene across the nation. To put it simply, teams who use The Butcher Shop win. They win often. Even if you're not a competitor, you deserve some of these finer cuts. The Butcher Shop is shipping some of the finest prime, dry-aged Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu steaks to folks just like you and me who aspire to be the kings and queens of the backyard. The Butcher Shop always has a life-changing Berkshire, Compart Duroc, Allegiance Duroc, and Prairie Fresh all-natural pork in stock. And again, it's always handpicked just for you. Let's take a look at all of this. The best competition briskets, they got them. The best pork selection, they got it. Giving you better overall options to cook at home, you know it. So give the Butcher Shop a call today. 850-458-8782. That's 850-458-8782. You mentioned the Barbecue Central show. You're getting 10% off your entire order each and every time. Also, go take a look at their Facebook, facebook.com/The Butcher Shop. Shop is spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. The Butcher Shop, home of the 100% Australian non-crossbred Wivara 9+ briskets. And now we're going to take a quick jump back to 2013. This was in a time frame where there was a show on Wednesday. That's right. This show was on a Wednesday.
My next guest appears on the show fairly regularly. He has his own video podcast, which airs new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Multiple-time author, a weekly radio show that airs each Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific on the blowtorch of 760 KFMB called Eat This. Let's race over to the hotline and welcome back friend of the show, Sam Zion, joining me. Sam, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. My friend Greg, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely fabulous, Sam. Always appreciate you making time for the show. And it has been a while.
Happy
What's
to be
good?
here.
What is good?
Everything's good. What's good with you?
Man, nothing is good right now. It is a time.
Stop it now.
It's a time of limbo. What are the religious people call it when you're trapped between heaven and hell? Purgatory.
Come on now. It can't be that.
Well,
Purgatory is not necessarily a good place, Greg.
well, okay.
Unless you mean that because you're in Cleveland, you're keeping women prisoner in your basement. That could be a kind of purgatory, but you're not doing that.
I'm not doing that yet. But we'll see how the rest of the week goes.
Yes.
I mean, I can't,
Yes.
I don't want to commit to anything here. Look, here's the deal. We moved out of the regular Barbecue Central Radio Network studios now 2 weeks ago. We had rented our house out. Now, we're also building a new Barbecue Central Radio Network studios. However,
look at you.
the timing didn't match up so right. And, the builder and then the renters wanted in, and we don't want to lose the renters. Where do we end up, Sam? Where did we end up? Mother-in-law's house. Hello. So me, the wife, the 3 girls are in with the in-laws, and we're waiting for the new studio to be built. And oh my Lord, it's just kind of not how I thought it was going to all play out.
You know what? I fully understand that, but there's never a good time to do anything.
No.
Am I right?
If nothing else is being proven out during this process, those words are the ones that ring most true.
If I said to you, when would be a great time to change your location and go to some place for a short period of time, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
Is there ever a good time to have a child? No, there's not.
No, you never have enough
Is there
money.
ever a good time to get married? No, there's not. It happens when it happens.
Right.
We're all here to go through it with you.
All right. Well, let's get through it. Sam joining us here on the show. A couple websites if you want to check Sam out while we're talking. He's got the Cooking Show website, which is thecookingguy.com, and then the samlivecast.com, which is the weekly video podcast. And then Sundays, if you're sitting around eating an early lunch and you want to listen to a guy talk about food in a completely different realm, 760kfmb.com, and you can listen to Eat This as well. So lots of different ways to consume Sam and his shows and his takes and his views on the world of cooking and so forth. So look, we're just shy a week away, almost, from Thanksgiving, and the hand wringers are out in full force worrying about the cook and if they're going to screw it up again this year. All well-documented stuff. So first question. Last year, you were a guest at the Big Bird Day. Does it change up for you this year? Are you going to be cooking the bird?
It completely changes it. I mean, this is the first year that I will have cooked in maybe 6 or 7.
Really?
And I think like many people, regardless of how old you are, how many Thanksgivings you've done, you only do this once a year, and there's a lot of pressure. There shouldn't be, but there's a ridiculous amount of pressure that comes down on people for this one simple, single meal.
Is the pressure coming from the fact that you don't want to screw the bird up, or subconsciously? Or when you talk about it in drunk circles amongst friends, is the pressure coming from the fact that you don't want to fuck up in front of your family because you're afraid they're going to talk shit about you behind your back for the next 364 days?
Yes. You know what? It's all all of the above. It's something that you cook once. I mean, how many people cook turkeys outside of Thanksgiving?
Sam, I'm glad you asked. I want you to know that I cook 4 a year at least. There was a time where I cooked 10 a year. Cooking turkeys is a perishable skill, in my opinion. It's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get. So I do it. And sorry, getting off on a soapbox. Would you like to hear the rest of this episode? I'd like you to go over to the BBQCentralShow.com. Link in today's show notes. It'll take you to the complete episode. And for the record, this is a Wednesday show. That's right. This show was done on a Wednesday. Dr. Barbecue was the regular guest on Wednesday, I believe, for a while. He's on this show too. Go check it out. Until next time on the Best Moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less, I'm your host, John Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.